Hey guys, Sean here, and there is Biss. Oh my god, it's a nopal. Anyway, so I got my third cousin's laptop that I'm supposed to fix, and I've been blowing off fixing this for like quite some time, but you can see it is like a Toshiba satellite with these horribly placed stickers, and it's pretty dirty, and so far it does not actually boot, but that's probably just because it's not charged. The problem is the hinge. So as you can see, if I... Oh yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, it's great. Oh yeah, it's great. You like that
Great, it just pops.
and the keys are not like falling out of the keyboard. The screen only has mild human prints. There we go.
I think the right one is broken, it looks like.
Well, it's this one. I'll look at the other one, but I mean, I'm sure they're both damaged. Oh yeah, there's the issue right there.
Ooh, what is it?
You'll see in the video. I'm gonna have to take this apart and look at it. It's probably gonna need some replacement hinge or something.
Is it even fucking worth it?
No. So closing it. I know that's what they've been doing with it, but if we reopen it, then we end up with this again, which is rough. So we're going to plug it in and try it now. Hey guys, one of the Macintosh here, and as you saw in one of my previous videos, I have this Toshiba laptop over here that I am repairing for somebody else, and I have a little video clip that I probably put before this showing the issue, but I did not record taking it apart because I'm not a pro with taking apart laptops. I didn't want to embarrass myself, but I mean it turned out fine. Except I don't really organize the screws. I mean, they're organized, kind of. I don't like do it as well as other people, but this laptop is worth like $300 new right now, so it's not a big deal. This is actually a Toshiba C655D. I know the serial number and everything's there, but oh well. This and the one without the D at the end. There's two models, one has the D, one doesn't. That sounded really intelligent. But anyway, there are two models. This one is the D one. And basically the issue is not with the hinges themselves, but the chassis itself, which you can kind of see there, like completely, the hinge just like rips out of it, like the screws just fall out like that. And this actually did it on both sides, so this has been disassembled for quite some time, but oh well, it's been a few weeks. It's a business thing. So basically I'm going to use this Goop adhesive, and I'm going to just glue the hinges back on, because the hinges themselves are fine. These are actually, I mean, they feel like pretty durable hinges. Just gonna be kind of a pain to do, so I'm just gonna like stack some books behind it to hold up the display. Then I'm going to glue it in and put everything back together. So yeah, I have a tiny little tripod on this camera right now. I'm going to set it somewhere where you can see. Okay. I'm going to set it somewhere you can see, and then I might put that little fan by it so it dries. And then we will put it back together at some other time, probably in a few days or something. Alright, so this is just another little angle here. You can see the hinges are still in the open position. It's not actually plugged in, it's just kind of stuck. But if we actually just set this in there, I'm not going to do it too hard because some of the cables are getting pinched now. You can see it actually sits in there just fine, and it kind of latches on like that. Because basically they just need to be glued in. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and attempt that now. I was kind of hoping this would focus, but I guess it's not. Move, maybe. There you go. Okay, so here's a quick little view at the actual setup. So we have this stack of these exhilarating books back here in the back. On top of that is a large rock from the Colorado mountains. And then We have the Bible and the AT&T Personal Computer 6300 User Guide holding up this small fan that I will... No! 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 That was terrifying. That's my no button. No! No! That's beside the point. I guess hopefully that was not a sign that this is a bad idea. But in general, that is the setup. It holds the hinges right where they're supposed to be. I have the wires obviously out of the way. There's the actual display one, Wi-Fi antenna, and that should be the last one. They are sitting right where they're supposed to go, now they just need glue. Alright, so I decided the normal lights were not bright enough, so I brought up the lights that take 1,000 watts, probably brighter than the sun. So, I'm obviously not trying to be too, like conservative with this because it does have to hold the hinge in the chassis. There's that side. And here is the other side. Hello everybody, I just actually got home from work and I did come in here and check out the Goop on the hinges. And actually if we come in here and look, you can see that it has gotten hard. Obviously it's still going to harden a little more over time. Okay, so I did apply another layer of Goop just on some of the higher parts of the hinge. And I have these lighter rocks holding down the lower part of the chassis, and then I raised the stack of books back here so that the rock would actually put weight on top of the display and subsequently hold the hinges down as low as they could possibly go. This is definitely not the most normal way to do it, but I do not want to replace the chassis, and it's not really worth it for the price of this laptop anyway. Toshiba. Hey everybody, Windows Macintosh here. And I have just removed the rocks, and now we can like celebrate because this abundance of Goop, as seen here, does in fact allow the hinge to properly close. Of course, it's not going to close all the way because it is missing the majority of components, and then we can reopen it. So yeah, there we go. I'll put the camera on the tripod and it'll do. Alright, so here we go. You can see the Goop here and here. I'm going to go ahead and just close it and then open it. The hinges do remain in place now. I may apply a little more before I finish, but one more thing that I am going to do is find replacement screws to put through the adhesive, because as you can see here, we are missing the screw here that goes right into the adhesive. And this one here obviously doesn't really connect to anything at all. But that's the one that's supposed to go through into the hinge right here. So I'll replace these with longer screws that I'll probably buy at like Home Depot. And we'll call it good. Just kind of hold it down a little better. But as of now, the hinges do definitely stay in. And of course, it'll only help when the actual, you know, keyboard assembly is installed, because that'll kind of hold it down a little bit. Just apply pressure, but obviously I have to put everything else back in before I can do that, and I have to work today until 10 o'clock, so this will probably get put off until sometime tomorrow or during the weekend. Alright everybody, it has been another day, and as you can see, the hinges are now very sturdy, and I'm going to go ahead and put it back together. Let's go.